Everybody, this is Kelly of Rojo Chief Clothing, and this is my Instagram as you see here. And when you look here, I'm going to click on the link. It will say creator Kelly _ McAlpine. That's to my personal Instagram account. But right here it says follow link to my YouTube, Facebook, and clothing below. So I'm going to click on this link right here. And then when you click on that link, then what's going to happen is that kids sports tee, as you see, babies clothing. This is a shirt for a toddler. I even have bodysuits for babies. And then going back, I have the category for also women. Tank tops. I also have polo shirts. I also have long sleeve shirts, as well as hoodies for women as well, and also for men. They have the same thing. Men tank tops, men t-shirts, got V-neck shirts, comes in a variety of colors, sizes. So, check me out if you would like to have some fashion that honors your ancestors and shows the world that you know exactly who you are and proud of it. As you know, that American Indians, we start trends when it comes to things with furs, with diamonds on our teeth, and also use as jewelry, and also gator boots or shoes. So now I'm concentrating on purses. So, okay, it says North America, including Mesoamerica, bandolier bags. It says detail at the right 1880s in Winnebago, wool and cotton trade cloth, wool yarn, glass, and metal at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It says when looking at photographs of what we call a bandolier bag in the Ojibwe language, they call zuning waon, or worn across the shoulder, which we know a lot of purses are worn in that fashion. It is nearly impossible to see the thousands of tiny beads strung together that decorate the bag's surface. This is an object that invites close looking to fully to appreciate the process by which colorful beads animate the bag, making a dazzling object and showcasing remarkable technical skill. Bandolier bags are based on bags carried by European soldiers armed with rifles, who used the bags to store ammunition cartridges. While bandolier bags were made by different tribes and First Nations across the Great Lakes and the Prairie regions, they differ in appearance. Now, skipping down, it says goods acquired in trade and travel. And then this is one right here that they said was made by the Lenape, who's also known as the Delaware tribe in Oklahoma. And it says circa 1850. Made out of hide, cotton cloth, silk ribbon, glass beads, wool yarn, and metal combs. The National Museum of American Indian in New York City has a wonderful example of a bandolier bag, most likely made by a Lenape artist. It says they are worn as a crossbody bag with a thick strap crossing a person's chest to allow it to rest on the hip. These bags were especially popular in the late 19th century in the eastern and woodlands regions, which comprise parts of what is today Canada and United States. Woodlands area encompasses the Great Lakes region and the terrain east of the Mississippi River. An enormous geographic area, has a long complex history, including the the production of objects we know today as we see as art, dating back to more than 4,000 years ago. Then it says the bandolier bags were created across a vast expanse of land, and the NMAI has examples from Upper Great Lakes region in Oklahoma. Due to the events and laws like the Indian Removal Act of 1830 signed by President Andrew Jackson, Lenape were forcibly removed from these ancestral lands and relocated in Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Ontario. Despite these traumatic relocations, tribes like the Lenape continued to create objects that they had in their ancestral lands. Then you see here it says Chief Cloud wearing a bandolier bag at the Wisconsin Historical Society. Okay. While men most commonly wore these bags, women created them. Initially, bandolier bags did not have a pocket. Let's see. It says men even wore more than one bag on occasion, dressing themselves in a rainbow of colors and patterns. Even those bags with pockets weren't necessarily always used to hold objects. Women typically produce bandolier bags using trade cloth made from cotton or wool, and it's often possible to see the exposed, unembroidered trade cloth underneath the cuff strap. And it says, above uses animal hide in addition to the cotton cloth, combining materials that had long been used among these groups, animal hides and new materials, cotton trade cloth. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. And now what you're looking at is you're looking at a screenshot that I took from the Louis Vuitton website. And as you see, there's two shoulder and crossbody bags here. And one is for, it appears to be $3,600. Now you see how our use of fashion, that they said that was these bags that they got from the Indians that were made out of animal hide, skins, and metal, and also cotton. Now you see how we have influenced the world when it comes to high fashion with these high fashion houses. And in this picture, you see Hermana Negra. You see her holding this Gucci bag, which is also another example of a crossbody bag. As usual, I will have the links below. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'm out.